Hello everybody and welcome back. Here we are with Skullgreymon again, and now we're heading to a factorial town, the town of factories you could say. Though I did remember someone mentioning that he thought it was because of factorials and maths. Both could be correct. But personally I just believe it's because it's a factory. I don't believe the people who made, or at least the English team who translated this will be that intelligent. Or bother that much. They always went, look, it looks like factories. Okay, whatever, just call it factorial town or something, I don't know. And so here we are in the sewers, and it appears there's some sort of pink smog everywhere. Pollution. And so we're going towards this Noonmon, and he says he's not feeling very well. You'd think the Noonmon, being like liquid, I don't know what it is, being literally liquid sewage almost, would be best to cope with these kind of conditions, but apparently not. And if we do not save him, he will fade away. Because of course in Digimon they never say die. Simply fade away and get reborn. Apart from Season 3, where they will die horribly. But then again, that's made by one of the guys who made Evangelion, so less about that the better probably. So basically what's happening here is we want to get into the factory so we can turn everything off so we can stop pollution. In order to get into the factory, we need permission from Andromon according to those Guardromon. So you go and talk to Andromon, he tells us that we don't have permission, or don't have the right credentials to get into the factory. So basically he just tells us to piss off. And also he says there's nothing wrong with the factory, it's regulated by an incredibly sophisticated AI. Nothing could go wrong with that, and here we see Skullgreymon's idle animation. Looks like he needs his next fix. He's just like rubbing his arm, like yeah man, can I have my next fix? I need it. Yeah. Just come give it to me. I need it. So yeah, Skullgreymon is a heroin addict. But anyway, so in order to get into the factory, we have to wait till the shift change of the Guardromon, which happens exactly at midnight or midday. And as you see here, they're now gone. And then the Guardromon will never be there again, because they've let you in once. Someone's managed to get past them once, they've now probably committed seppuku or something, because they have failed. Not a lot of chips here though. I mean, this whole area is pretty high level. You definitely need an ultimate or a very high very high powered champion for this area. Or you can just have someone with ice statue and just spam it. And we learn Megaton Punch. This isn't a very good attack, it's okay, it has high power, but that's about it. It's slow. It doesn't beat Ice Statue, but then nothing does. And so here we find this highly sophisticated AI, which turns out to be a Gyromon, which is one of the floaty wall Digimon. A chainsaw, apparently. And so he's destroying everything, because he's gone insane. To be fair, he's virus type in the first place, plus he looks insane. Why would anyone put this Digimon in charge of looking after the delicate factory? It's just asking for trouble, really. So here we are, using Warcry to power ourselves up. And this fight's going pretty well. I mean, all of Gaimon's attacks are very slow, so he doesn't really get a chance to attack back. And we just stun lock him. And there he is, dead. Ah, Skullgreymon, my greatest creation. But anyway, Gaimon's now dead. And Gaimon here is meant to fall onto the ground and like faint, but there's a glitch there and he doesn't. So that was weird. Again, the power version would have worked. Oh, and here's another weird thing that was in the game. Basically, that Guardromon doesn't attack you, and you can go and talk to him. He says he's upgrading or something, or that they're upgrading people in the factory. But then if you ask him if you can get upgraded, I don't know if it's like the Cyberman kind of thing, but if you ask him if you can get upgraded, he says your type isn't correct, or your model isn't correct, or something along those lines. The thing is, no matter what Digimon you bring to him, your type or whatever is never correct. So that thing there is that Guardromon does nothing. What I think happened is the developers probably decide we're going to put something in there, I don't know, some way of digivolving into a machine Digimon, but then just never got round to it. and they put in like the speech and stuff already, but it's never got around to actually putting in the thing that allowed you Digivolve. Because there were a couple of Digimon, definitely Ultimates, that were never included in the game. I think, what was there? There's a Megadramon. No, not Megadramon. It's Megadramon's Digivolution. It's not Gigadramon, that's it. He's not in the game. But you can, his files are still somewhere in there. Garurumon, his file is also in the game as well, but only partially completed, so if you use cheats you only get like feet or something. But you can still fight, despite just being a pair of feet. And who else? There's another one. I think... I've heard rumours of Wargreymon, but I don't think that's true. Metal Etamon, that's another one who's in the game. Or at least his files are in the game, but just never got completed or put in. And so, after beating Garurumon, we shut down the factory and we talk to Andromon, and he says, oh, I'm going to need a few days to like, get all the data to work correctly, or something like that. Oh no, here he says he doesn't believe us, or something along those lines. So then we have to go down to the sewers again to go and see and make sure that Noonmon isn't dead. As you see, all this pink smog's gone. So that's nice. So all the pollution is gone. And so Newmon's gone insane, apparently, and he attacks us. And this is the most underwhelming battle in the game, since he just dies in one hit, since he's an incredibly weak champion. So that was an exciting battle there, wasn't it? And then once again we have one of our weird conversations where we don't actually speak to each other, we just kind of have each have our own monologue, and wait for the other person to have theirs for a bit. We also call Newmon an idiot. I mean, this guy really isn't very nice, this kid. It's a bit of a dick, really. He goes around the digital world, beating Digimon up and calling them dumb and weak and stuff. I mean, Digimon might be the evil overlord of the game, but this kid is just evil. Not evil, just a dick, really. This is why you do not, like, choose your hero at random from people who just happen to be good at using, like, toys. They're generally not very well adapted to social situations. So now we can go back and talk to Andromon, and now he believes us that there was a problem with the factory. And so then he says, well, I'm going to go and fix all the data and stuff here, because that is broken, and tells us to come back in 3 days, which is fun. So we can't recruit Andromon or Garurumon till 3 days have gone past. Which is incredibly annoying, especially if you have an ultimate and he dies, and then you can't go and get Garurumon again, because as you see it's not too difficult to get past them. But still, there's definitely one fight you have to at least do here, which is the Garurumon in here you can't really get past. Oh well, this time it's I can't remember what they're called. Yellow Newmons. They look even more like diarrhea than the other Newmons, to be fair. Only Supermon's kind of solid. Even the noise he makes as he moves. And this is the position he's meant to be in, Garurumon, after you beat him. And now we stare at his corpse for a while. It's kind of like that scene from Paranormal Activity. He's been possessed. That's it, this kid's not actually evil, he's just been possessed by some sort of demon. And that's how the end of the game goes. You know, you meet the big bad, and then it turns out the kid's been possessed the whole time. Or dead, or something, I don't know. Yeah, that's it. Those kids having in a coma, and this whole thing is just a weird coma dream. And only when he completes all of the whole game can he get out of his coma and come back to the real world. It makes perfect sense. Psychology 101. Stop staring at the corpse, and we leave. That's a bit of a weird cut there. And for some reason we're fighting Newmon again. Oh yeah, now I remember what happened. I was recording it, and then for some reason the game decided to break. So I had to go back to my last save, which was just before, I think, this bit here. But obviously I forgot to cut out the bit where we go and stare at the corpse for a while. Don't worry, we don't stare at any more corpses. At least not in this video. We might later. And I might do it in real life, but not in the game, definitely. That fight went just as well as the last one, really. Now let's go and talk to Angemon again. I'm praising Skullgreymon there in the hopes that if he's very happy he'll live a bit longer, hopefully for these 3 days with the wait. And so we head back to the city. I don't think I have a autopilot with me. Very foolish not to bring one with me. Should always bring your autopilots. Which actually look like a pilot in this one. In redigitized, they look like a jet plane. This should really be called Autojet, not Autopilot. Oh well. I like to think the autopilot works by literally just possessing you, and then you just normally walk back. You don't get teleported or anything, you just walk back. But then it just stops possessing you as soon as you get to the city. Digimon's house. And so this is another way of saving. You can just go to here and save your Digimon here. And that counts as a normal save, so it's the one way you can save apart from waiting for them to go to sleep. So it's very useful if you're going to do something which you think you might die in, or if you do, or something you don't really want to repeat, or don't want the wait day to repeat. Like tournaments. Since tournaments take the whole entire day. There we go and see. Oh, what's the name again? Penguinmon. I hate you, Penguinmon. Damn you, Penguinmon. And all your kin. I really don't know what we're doing here. We're just running back and forth. Get to meet. Well, since we can't really do anything for 3 days, I mean, we could go to Grey Lord's mansion, but I completely forget to do it with Skullgreymon. And then we have to wait for ages because we don't get another virus type. Or do we? No, we don't. We don't get another virus type till much later in the game. A lot of freezing that happens. Especially later on in the game. Oh yeah, this is what we do now. We go and fight Ninjamon. Ninjamon's a pain because basically he will, as soon as you get someone, recruit someone else to the secret item shop, which is Numon. Numon goes to the secret item shop. We haven't been there yet, but we will in a minute. Then, whenever you walk down here after that point, Ninjamon will attack you, and he asks you, "Do you want to fight?" And you can say no, but he'll still fight you. So, there goes his Shinobi code. But basically, he is a not amazingly powerful champion, but still fairly powerful. And if you don't know it's coming, and you're walking down here with, let's say, an in-training or baby Digimon, or rookie even, as I have before, and you just get randomly attacked by this guy and he kills you and you're like, oh, brilliant. Thank you for going and beating up my baby. And now, as you see here, Numon has opened a secret item shop and he sells 2 very useless items. He sells the enemy bell, which attracts enemies, which, since those enemies will run straight at you anyway, is pointless. And he also sells the, what was it called, the enemy pillow, or enemy something, which repels enemies, but doesn't, I've tried it and it doesn't really work very well. Quite often what it does is repels them, and they run in a circle and go and hit you. And now Skullgreymon's life is coming to an end. He was our best partner so far. Well, he was only ultimate so far, so of course he was, but still. I always have a place in my heart for Skullgreymon. And here he is, dead. Though he is technically already dead, so he's dying again. Technically coming back to life, so he's living? I don't know. I don't want to get into metaphysics, into the idea of this. So we go for Piyomon. And so we will now go on our next journey. Goodbye.